The next part of the master planning model, and the step that we're on now, is the communications plan. This is frequently where the ball is dropped. Group might come up with, really breakthrough ideas, make some really smart decisions, even have a detailed action plan, but they forget to tell somebody who needs to know. And a communications plan is just a way of making sure that the right people get the right information at the right time. You probably know and work with people who feel the need to know everything. Well, that's absurd. What's the key critical pieces of information that you need to know, and when do you need to know it? We've made the decisions. We have our action plan over here. We've made commitments. There are people who are going to be held accountable for something. And there are people who are not sitting around the table at that point in time that need to know something. So you jump over to your communications plan. And just quite simply, who are they? Who's not here? In this case, you're looking at an attorney, landscape architect, the water slide company, etc. Identify your audience. Then you want to step back and look at what are the key pieces of information. They need to know that what. The updates on the contracts are finalized, and it's coded with a number. It's not prioritized. These are just, you want to code each nugget of information which you use for step 3. This is also in the blueprint on page 94. It's detailed, the order in which to do it. After getting all of your nuggets of information out, you come over and say, we have 5 things, but not everybody needs to know all 5. And what they need to know is just a quick way of divvying it up. Our attorney only needs to know something about the contracts. Who will tell them, how, and a deadline. This is real grunt work. It's real important grunt work, though. And if you have the implementation team sitting around your table, what you can do is you want to identify the who needs to know as a whole group. Then come back and identify all of the pieces of information. At that point in time, you could then subdivide and say who's willing to fill in the rest of the categories for this person, this audience, this audience, this audience. Usually maybe 10, 12, 15 minutes to do this, and you can fill in the rest in usually less than 5 minutes. And this will give you a 90, 95% or better complete communications plan. A communications plan can be a session in and of itself. And again, this is from when Stephanie and I got married. There's a lot of information that a lot of people needed to know. And we wanted to make sure that everybody knew the right stuff. Started with the audience, came up with that pretty quick. Then we jumped over into specific messages. If you think about it, there's a lot of pieces of information regarding a wedding. Correct pronunciation of names, who needs to know that? The DJ does, the pastor does, the person officiating. Time, date, place of when to show up. Lots of different things. Again, this is not prioritized. This is just a big data dump of different things, pieces of information that people need to know. Step back here, take all the 1 to 105 and divvy it up, because not everybody needs to know everything. Simply taking this information, spreading it out to the right people. Then we come over, who will tell them? I did. I sent out this entire plan to everybody that we were buying the service from. Friends and family got phone calls. Sent it out about a month ahead of time. And we just kept the original board up as our way of tracking. This board right here was a little over 2 hours. You could do the entire master model in 2 hours. You could do one segment in 2 hours. It served the need that we needed it to. Communications, getting information to the right people. Again, I's dotted, T's crossed. That's a communications plan.